Okay, welcome in. I'm now going to continue this 32 and 32 series. We're at the last three teams, so luckily this is coming to an end pretty quickly. So last year, the Carolina Hurricanes finished second in the Metropolitan Division. They had a record of 52, 23, and 7. They finished with 111 points on the season. They would defeat the New York Islanders in round one in 5 games, and unfortunately they would fall to the New York Rangers in 6 games in round number 2. So, as I always do, I'll be going through the contracts and seeing if players are still there or if they've signed with another team. So starting with Jordan Martinook. He has signed a 2-year contract extension, so he's guaranteed to be there until 2026. Now, Jake Guentzel, this was the big talk all year round. I'm very much aware the signing for Jake Guentzel happened a few days ago. He came over from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and when he joined the Hurricanes, he was a good fit, but unfortunately they weren't able to come to long-term contracts. He was traded to Tampa Bay, and then he also signed with Tampa Bay on a multi-year contract. So it was a bit of a pit stop in Carolina for Jake Guentzel. Sebastian Aho, not to be confused with Sebastian Aho from the New York Islanders, which I discussed previously. He came into this season on his last year, but he has signed an 8-year, $9.75 million contract, so he'll be a Hurricane, I guarantee, for life. Jack Drury's contract did expire. He has still yet to sign an extension, but he is an RFA, so Carolina will have to make him an offer at some point. Seth Jarvis. Let's take a gander and see if he is on this list. Seth Jarvis, where are you? And he's not. Oh, yes, he is. He still is on the list. But again, just like Drury, they're probably both on RFA contracts, so the Hurricanes will have to sign one of those, if not both of those guys. Jalen Chatfield. See if he is here. Jalen Chatfield. He is, and he is signed until 2026, so he's guaranteed to be in Carolina for 2 more years. Now, Tony DeAngelo, this guy's been bouncing around the league. We'll take a look and see if his name is on the list. I have an Anthony DeAngelo, but that's not the guy I'm looking for. Tony DeAngelo, do you see his name on the list? No dice. So there's a good chance he could have signed with another team. Brandon Lemieux, he is on this list, but there's no update on his contract, so he is still a UFA. Brett Pesce. I feel like he got traded or signed with another team. Brett Pesce, he is not on the team. So I think he signed with, who did he sign with? Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Either way, he has left town. Martin Nietzsche's, take a look and see. His contract did expire, but unfortunately there hasn't been any negotiations or any updates, I guess, on his deal. Maxime Comtois is next on this list. Take a look and see if he's here. If he's not, there's a good chance he may have signed elsewhere or been traded. And he's not on the list. Wow, a lot of nobodies. Teuvo Teravainen, I think he also has left as well, yet he's not on this list. So the Hurricanes have lost quite a few players, but they've also gained them as well. Brady Shea, he has left as well. So a lot of people leaving. Scott Nuisen. Oh, sorry. Getting back to Brett Pesce, he has signed with the New Jersey Devils. There we go. Scott Nason. Please tell me his name is on this list somewhere. And it's not. No Scott Nason either. So he's gone too. And Evgeny Kuznetsov's contract doesn't expire until next year, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Getting into the goaltending tandem, so Frederik Andersen is entering the last year of his contract, while Peter Kochetkov, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, has 3 years left to go on his deal. Alrighty, that takes care of Carolina's recap as this 32 and 32 winds down. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, and as always, take care.